Hello and welcome to this presentation about the Oracle Linux KVM image for Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. For our objectives today, after viewing this video, you should be able to describe the Oracle Linux KVM image on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, create an Oracle Linux KVM host instance from the Oracle Linux KVM image, and prepare the KVM host instance to support KVM guest by attaching a block volume and a secondary VNIC. Oracle Linux KVM image is a host appliance built with Oracle Linux. The image includes automation and tooling using utilities designed to work specifically with Oracle Cloud Infrastructure instances, block storage, and instance secondary VNICs. You create an instance from the KVM image in the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. There are two different ways to accomplish this. Number one, you can launch Oracle Linux KVM instances directly from the marketplace on your Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Select the Oracle Linux KVM image from the marketplace, then click on the Launch Instance button. Or number two, you can create the instance from the OCI provided Oracle Images catalog. Create a new instance, then click on Change Image Source, and under the Oracle Images category, select Oracle Linux KVM image. We'll create a KVM host instance using this second method in this video. This slide describes Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Resource Management for KVM host instances. Generally, you manage storage and network resources using the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure console and the KVM host together. When you need storage for the host, you attach a block volume and partition and mount the device when it's needed. You need to attach a block volume for each guest you want to support, and you also need to create a secondary VNIC for each guest you want to support. The KVM host automatically assigns a block volume and a VNIC from those available when you create the KVM guest. In this video, we'll create an instance from the Oracle Linux KVM image. We'll create and attach block storage, and we'll create and configure a secondary VNIC. Creating an instance, attaching block storage, and configuring secondary VNICs are covered in detail in other videos on the Oracle Linux Learning Library at www.oracle.com/go/Linux Cloud Learning Path. Please view these other videos for more information on these topics. I'm logged on to the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure console. First, we'll create a KVM host by selecting the Oracle Linux KVM image from the Oracle Images catalog. I'll select Compute, then Instances, then click the Create Instance button. I'll name my instance KVM-host-192. I'll click Change Image, then select the Oracle Images tab, then scroll down and select Oracle Linux KVM image. I'll scroll to the bottom of the window and accept the Oracle Standard Terms and Restrictions, then click Select Image. Select the availability domain and shape of your choice. Select the VCN and subnet for your instance. Add the SSH public key to your instance and click Create. After a few seconds, the instance is running. Now we need to attach a block volume for each guest you want to support. You can attach as many block volumes as you need ahead of time, and the KVM host will allocate them as needed and will return them to availability for reuse when the KVM guests are destroyed. I'll scroll down and click Attach Block Volumes under Resources and see there are no block volumes attached to this instance. Before attaching, I need to create a block volume, so I'll select Block Storage from the hamburger menu, then click Block Volumes. I'll click Create Block Volume and give it a name of KVM-guest-192-01. I'll create this in AD3 just like I did with my instance. I'll change the size to 50 gig for this demonstration. And I'll click Create Block Volume. After a few seconds, the block volume is available. I'm going to create another block volume, which I'll name cm-virtdoc-utility-volume. I'm going to stage the operating system ISO image file used to create the KVM guest on this utility volume. I'll select AD3 and change the size to 50. And I'll click Create Block Volume. We now have our two block volumes created. So next we need to go back to our KVM host instance and attach these block volumes. I'll select our KVM-host-192 instance and scroll down and click Attach Block Volume. I'll select iSCSI as the volume attachment type. I'll select the KVM-guest-192-01 block volume, and I'll click Attach. I'll acknowledge the message and close the dialog box. Next, we need to run some iSCSI ADM commands from the command line on the KVM host instance. I'll click the three dots to bring up a menu of options for the attached block volume. I'll select the iSCSI commands and information option from the menu. I'll copy the commands for connecting, and I'll switch to a terminal window where I'm logged on to the KVM host instance, and I'll paste the copied iSCSI ADM commands and press enter. Now if I run the sudo fdisk-l command, you can see this block volume is recognized by the operating system. I'll switch back to the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure console and attach the second block volume. I'll select iSCSI as the volume attachment type. I'll select the cm-virtdoc-utility-volume block volume and click Attach. I'll acknowledge the message, close the dialog box. I'll view and copy the iSCSI ADM commands. I'll switch back to my terminal window on the KVM host instance. I'll paste the copied iSCSI ADM commands and press enter. And I'll run the sudo fdisk-l command, and now you see that this second block volume is recognized by the operating system. With our block volumes attached, we now need to create a secondary VNIC for each guest you want to support. I'll click the Attached VNICs option under the Resources menu for our KVM host instance. We have a primary VNIC attached as a result of creating our instance. I'll click the Create VNIC button. I'll name our secondary VNIC KVM Guest 01. I'll select the same VCN used for our instance in this demonstration, and I'll select the VCN subnet on AD3, and I'll click Save Changes. Our secondary VNIC now appears in the list of attached VNICs. I'm going to switch back to our terminal window on the KVM host instance and view the VNICs. Our secondary VNIC appears but doesn't have an IP address. I need to run a script which I've downloaded from docs.cloud.oracle.com to configure the operating system for secondary VNICs. In this demonstration, I've named the script add_vnic.sh. I'll run the command sudo add_vnic.sh-c to configure the secondary VNIC. Now if I run the IPA command to view the network configuration, our secondary VNIC has an IP address. Oracle provides an extensive number of resources which you can use to learn more about this subject and others. Look for additional videos on the Oracle Linux KVM image on the Oracle Linux Learning Library, and see the education.oracle.com links for comprehensive Oracle Linux curriculum available to support a full range of Linux administration skills for cloud, on-premise, and hybrid users. This concludes this presentation. Thank you for watching.